motherfucking views. Don't we all just want to be internet famous, making videos in our basement, 6 figures ad revenue? It's so cool to be PewDiePie or Ethan Klein. But YouTube is a fickle bitch, there's no guarantees. Next month you might not make shit, no one knows what advertiser friendly now is. So just fuck it and make some cool shit. You can vlog your life, talk about your likes and dislikes. You can clickbait cause it's alright. Well, anything goes, as long as you know. There's no guarantees cause everybody wants to be the next big thing on your TV. Or you could blow up tomorrow and by next week you might be nobody. I need some motherfucking views. Views. I need some motherfucking views. Attention is what we're all after. Sometimes we look desperate, but sometimes there's laughter. We live in a society where our children think making cool memes is their future profession. But look around, you'll see that the joke's on me. All these millionaire kids, not even 17, cause you can be a fool and drop out of your school. All you need is those views. Or you can vlog your life, talk about your likes and dislikes. You can clickbait cause it's alright. Or anything goes, as long as you know. There's no guarantees cause everybody wants to be the next big thing on your TV. You could blow up tomorrow and by next week you might be nobody. I need some motherfucking views. I need some motherfucking views. So give me the, cause I want the, so give me the, cause I want the, so give me the, give me the, give me the motherfucking views. So give me the, cause I want the, so give me the.
Is my mic working? Okay, there we go. Well, good morning. I hope you guys are all doing well this morning. Boy, we got a story for you guys this morning. I mean, it's a humdinger. And it's bringing up an old, it's an old friend of this community. But we'll get into that here in just a second. And I see Abby Blackbird is once again this morning wanting penis. I wish somebody would get in her life and give her some penis so she would be happy. I swear, poor child. All she wants is a little penis and she just can't seem to quite get it. Let's see, what in the world? My screens are all jacked up. Hang on a second here. Okay, I think I got it. Abby blue balls, 100%. Obviously, 100% blue balls this morning. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I have loved the stars too fondly. Let's see what we got in chat this morning. We got Midnight 13, Shock Mouse. We love Peepaw. Well, we love Mitch because Mitch went in on a bitch. Beth Ann Pinlasky. We got Zada Gets Real. Hopefully she's got her schedule squared away and will start giving us some more chill streams where everybody comes in and nukes each other, because I love those types of streams that she gives us. Joy West Side. Who else we got here? Of course, Abby, Mad Max. I'm sorry, Mad Max, not Max. One to Me, K-Huck, Wookie, Z. And I think that, nope, haven't gone to sleep yet. Oh my gosh. Xylee. Oh, Lord, child. You and your schedules. I can't complain too much. I tell you, last night, yesterday I was working and everything was going pretty good. I was putting together a show for Dave. And I don't know, about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I started having serious problems. And I just had to, I had to exit stage right. Had to bow out on Dave's show last night. And I don't know. And I got a doctor's appointment this afternoon to go get my eyeballs checked, because I'm getting blinder by the day, seems like. Oh, the joys of getting old. I'm feeling a little bit better. I think it's still like, you know, one of the things about getting older, right, is you start having more aches and pains, more ailments, more pills to take, all that kind of nonsense, right? And there's a part of me that wants to deny this fact, that wants to deny that I'm actually getting to that stage where, you know, I don't have to do a handful of pills every day, and then I'll be okay. And what I'm learning is that that's just not the case. And so the handful of pills every day, some days are more than others, because that's just the way it is. Anyway, enough of my problems. Let's get on with some other things, and let's laugh at some people. All right. Okay. Again with this crap. Hang on a second, guys. Let me fix that right quick. Where's it? Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. All right, so we got some zebras here. They're having a party, and it says for zebras, it's not a party until someone brings out the barcode scanner. Okie dokie. If that's how they get it, let's get it. We had $100 million. It was stolen from a Canadian airport. $100 million in gold. Hang on here. KW just bought coffee with Peepaw. Well, thank you for the purchase there, KW. I hope you enjoy the coffee mug. Good morning, Dave. How are you doing this morning, sir? Hey, Shawnry, I see you in the chat too. Juicy Aleko. But yeah, we had $100 million in gold stolen from a Canadian airport. Yeah. Me. And then we got someone calling Textra says, why does reverse image search on the Go bars come up with no results? Well, I'm probably because they just used some stock photo, dude. Come on. You can't be that silly, right? I mean, Dextro would not just make something arbitrarily up, right? I mean, they wouldn't do that. They're a reputable news agency, right? I'm fired up. Can't wait for tonight. Ooh, I need my mush puffs. Well, all right. You heard it from the man, the myth, the legend, the DeadOnDave. He says we are going live tonight. He's fired up, and he is going to bring the smoke. All right, let's do it to it. I hope he does, because I'm going to be going all afternoon to a doctor's appointment. So I hope he brings the smoke, because I don't know how much time I'm going to have to look up stories for him today. Drama Alert says Brent Riviera. Remember Brent? We talked about Brent not too long ago. Him and Dumpy. They had their little They had their little love affair they had going on. It says Brent Riviera got exposed for stealing content. He's being accused of stealing content from Eric, Matthew Beam, and more. Are you telling me that this handsome, innocent-looking face would steal content? No. User Dabby, Dr. David Liu, says, wow, I really call it creators, but Brent Riviera is a plagiarist. That's kind of funny, especially what we're going to be talking about here in a little bit. For the video that I got to work on with Fouchhook, Brent copied the idea, the title, the thumbnail, the hotels, story elements. So I'm kind of mad. So, and of course he's referencing here, there's these capsule hotels and stuff. I think they're primarily like over in like Japan and things like that. He spent 100 hours in a capsulized hotel. Did it 2 months ago, and then Brent does one since spent 100 hours in capsulized hotels. So what we're supposed to take away from this is that Brent Riviera is a hack. No, Brent Riviera wouldn't be a hack. Brent wouldn't do things like that. He wouldn't steal people's ideas. No. How many of you guys have been watching this fish tank? This Sam Hyde project he's got going on, right? I know my buddy King Brick shit, man. He's been streaming this thing for like just crazy amounts of hours, right? Let's see, is he still going? The dude put in like 30 hours the other day, right? Let's see here, King Brick shit. Let's pull up King Brick shit. Let's see what King Brick shit's got going here. Okay. Yeah, so like the other day, right? So let's see, where is he at here? Where's it at? Is this the one? Yeah. He got like 5K views. He had like over 300 people at one point watching him on day 2. He did like 12-hour stream there. Day 3, I don't know, which was yesterday, 420. Yeah, smoke him if you got him. He had over 1K views on it. I don't know how many he had watching him live there. And then day 3 looks like he continuation. So he had like 8 hours there, and then like another 2 hours here. So he had like 10 hours he streamed, and then another. Golly, Joya, I know you're over there hanging out with the dude until Monday, Riv. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. The problem is their hosting cost is $30,000 or basically $10,000 a day. $10,000 a day is what's costing them hosting. What do you mean by hosting, Riv? Well, okay. So you can build out a house or whatever, like he's done here, right? Like Sam Hyde has done. He's built out this home. He's got all these cool features in there where the watchers can interact with the people living there and stuff, right? They can do the text to speech. They can do all these things, right? And you can stream it, right? But now he's not going to YouTube, and he's not going to Twitch or any of these other platforms because, again, some of the stuff that he's doing is definitely probably, borderline TOS over there, right? So anyway, so what you have to do is you have to build out a website, which is what he's done. And then you have to pay for the amount of traffic that your website's going to have, right? And what I mean by that is how much bandwidth you're going to be able to supply, how many simultaneous connections. I don't want to get too technical about it, but basically you pay, and you can have it to where it's like, okay, it'll allow X amount of bandwidth. You can have a finite, whatever, right? Or you can basically have it open-ended. I am assuming that Mr. Hyde probably had it open-ended to where just as many connections or whatever could come in. And it's draining his bank account, right? It's cost, this says it's $10,000. Think about that. $10,000 a day. Joy says he's also confirmed he's going to be doing this once a year. Yeah, I saw that as well. I have been watching like the tweets and things like that. I haven't watched the actual fish tank itself. This endeavor that Mr. Hyde is doing is akin to something like a Big Brother on steroids, right? And I honestly don't care anything about those type of shows. I never watched the Big Brother. I tried. I just didn't like it. But for people, and evidently people love this thing. I mean, they're watching it by the droves, right? And not only that, but it's allowing people like King Brick Shit and other content creators to host live reactions and so forth and what have you, right? So yeah, I know, Brion, we just covered that. It's Big Brother without restrictions and free speech. It's fantastic. Yeah, like I said, it's on steroids, Joey. It's 100% on steroids. It's and like I'm saying, that's why it's not on YouTube. It's not on Twitch or any of those other platforms because, again, TOS. It's TOS. So the thing of it is I'm sure because Sam is not stupid. I guarantee he's got brand deals and he's got things set up, lined up to cover this stuff. He may have miscalculated a little bit on what his hosting cost was going to be. But, anytime you launch a major thing like this is, right, with a guy who has the reach, the social platform that he has, you knew it was going to be huge, but did you know it was going to be that huge? Well, he probably didn't. But anyway, I'm sure he'll get it back up and going, and I'm sure everything will be okay and fine. Oh, me. And the people who enjoy it, well, it'll be back. So maybe you guys can get some rest and sleep and go back to it. We got some Waffle House news. Let me see here. I mean, just because I didn't get a chance to peruse this, I want to make sure no breasticles or testicles or anything like that pops out because sometimes these little videos, the breasticles come out, and I don't. Anyway, Joy says, well, they said that they only expected a weird part of the internet to watch. They expected 1,000 views, not 50,000. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They kind of underestimated their reach. But here's the thing too, right? Sam has gotten some limelight here recently, especially because of the Creator Clash, boxing event, because Froggy Fresh and all that. And then just recently, with the quartering and Review Tech USA boxing match that's in the works. Both of those guys have reached out to Sam to train him. So, like I said, he's gotten a little bit of limelight from these different things, and possibly exposed him to some parts of the internet that maybe he didn't. Was not exposed to before, and so people are getting. And the thing about it is Sam is a very entertaining individual. He's very charismatic, and something tells me that this is going to be a huge success for him. I wish him all the luck in the world. Like I said, I know, like Joy there, he loves it. So. It's not something for me, but what do I know? I'm old and cantankerous. Just ask D-Max's viewer base when I played Fortnite with him the other day. They thought I was just this old, gripey old man. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's who I am. I'm just a gripey old man. Anyway, so we've got says the Brookmont Waffle House is officially up and running. And if you go during the third shift, bring your hands. So let's see here. Here we go. Oh yeah, Waffle House throwing. Patrons are throwing. Everybody's throwing hands.
Did you get it?
Good Lord. We got some more Waffle House news. We covered this back, I don't know, it's probably been, maybe 3-4 months ago. The Jonas Brothers, on their newest album, was going to have a new song that they were producing called Waffle House. Well, they were recently on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. They produced a acoustic version. I'm going to say, I hope you guys enjoy this because it's probably going to get claimed and will be cut out later on. But if you want to hear the song, they've got some samples of stuff out there on Spotify. Oh, hang on. Tommy C's calling in here. What's going on, Tommy?
You got to cover your topic first. You realize that, right?
What do I got to cover my topic first?
You're not fucking famous enough to do other topics.
Oh, I disagree, sir. I blew by my audience. I blew by my audience.
All right. You know what? You're right. You can do what you want. Just nobody will watch. That's the thing. Forget all this stuff. Let's watch Shockmouth's video together. I have a criticism. And then I'll leave you alone, and then you can watch some black girl punch a white girl with a waffle. I don't care what you do after that.
All right, so here you go. Let me share my screen.
Let's do it. Let's go watch the thing together. Yeah.
Let's go watch this. All right, so what this is about, real quick, so for the audience, we're talking about an old friend of Tommy's, Blair, a.k.a. Illuminati. Mitch goes over some of the history, whatever, but she has made some recent allegations. And it's kind of thrown back into her face. And so this is a 6-minute video, and we're just get right into it. Here we go.
I actually got to watch on your end.
Hello, everyone. It's Mitch from Shockmouth with a new video. Okay. Today in the news, we have former co-host of Shot from the Point, Matthew Pitt, who was fired. And I'm just kidding. We're talking about Illuminati, who was claiming to have had the work plagiarized. So? But before we get into that, bit of backstory on Illuminati.
I'm going to talk about my poops. Poops, poop, poo stains, shit stains, my shit. Poops, the biggest poop of my life.
Because this isn't the first time that she's done an oopsie.
Poor Blair.
But it's the first time she's done an oopsie on a big...
She was stupid enough to tell a poop story before she got famous. Go ahead. There you go.
Back in 2019, while on Shot from the Point, a friend of hers, another Shot from the Point member, Rico, was exposed for being fat after making fun of fellow fatty tipster. This led to everybody calling...
Hold on. Yeah. Did he say a former? Go back a little bit. Did he say a former member of Shot from the Point? I have to get this correct for the record.
Shot from the Point, a friend of hers, another Shot from the Point member, Rico, was exposed for...
Stop. Rico was let go a little earlier than that because he just refused to post. So he did. He absolutely just refused to post. Like, and this is not the most enforced thing. The minimum is... And I haven't enforced it in almost 2 years. At that point, I was enforcing it every couple of months.
Yeah.
Right? So that means he would have had to gone at least a year without doing a goddamn thing. It was a little stricter back then.
Yeah. So when you say post, all you're talking about is come up, post a
news
story or
members got it. The
Yeah.
members, especially back then, had to do something.
Yeah.
And post something. And he refused.
Yeah.
And when I sit down with him,
yeah,
and it's not like, oh, you missed your post this week, you're gone. This won't work like that. It's like, I know they're volunteers. I'm not insane, but I think things are running a little thin, and some of the other guys were saying, like, Rico hasn't posted in months.
Yeah.
Well, I took him aside and said, look, you're gonna have to give me something.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know, I'm just so busy, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I was like, well, that's fine, but I can't have one guy in there not posting, and then everybody else just like is contributing, but you. It's just like it doesn't. And I go, it doesn't matter that much. I'll just remove you from the Discord.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're not allowed to be around or anything, but you got to give me something. And he says, yeah, but I can't promise you that. Well, I was like, I can promise you this. I will remove you eventually.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, give me another month. Another month turned into 2, 3. I talked to him once before, and I said, look, I'm like you got your own. Because he started saying that his Discord was really busy. It was a Discord that him and Dr. Zhivago put together called the Moon Base, which turned into a giant spurg out where they all stopped being friends, like they always do.
Yeah.
And he's telling me, I said, no, I'm removing you. And I did. I removed you. I go, it's nothing personal. You just refuse to contribute to the project that everybody else. Like, if I ever got anybody else like that, they would just say, yes, I will, and did. Right? If I did it this week, and let's say if I got everybody together and said, you must post or you will be removed. I don't really do that anymore. It's not as necessary as it used to be. You're gone. So it's not true. He was not a member at the time. Yeah. He went to meet Real Talk. I forget who else.
Well,
went to meet Real Talk.
Illuminati was
Real
there.
Talk's Illuminati and go in Vegas and have a good old time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, Rico had been sending us pictures of him probably 10 years earlier.
Oh.
Where he's just kind of a little bit chunky.
Yeah.
He's clearly obese. He's like clearly really fat.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny. And then Walt says to him, Rico, you're so fat. Yeah. And just starts fucking with him like anybody else would have got fucked with.
Sure.
But it was pretty clear. One of the reasons I just got rid of him was he could dish it out, but he couldn't take it. Yeah. He was one of these guys that, and we still know people like that.
Oh yeah.
In our area. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, real close, Riverter. Dish it out and can't take it. And that was really it. Like you can't. We're pretty brutal on my show, and then you have to be able to kind of give and take. And by the way, nobody takes more than me. So the Illuminati comes to me and demands that I fire this 17-year-old kid for calling somebody fat. They're like, what planet is she from? Now, I wasn't mad at her at the time because me and Blair are friends. She's friends with my wife and talk to my kids.
Yeah.
What he done? She called him fat because she was in Blair's team at that point. And I said, Blair, look, it's not going to happen. And then she just says, but my mods. I go, I gotta be honest, I don't give a fuck about your mods.
Yeah.
First of all, but I nicely said that, and because I remember I'm friendly with her, and then I said, look, don't let your mods kind of take over. They can kind of form hierarchies and really ruin your stuff. I said it like out of legitimate concern. If your mods have this kind of control of you, you will screw this up. But I kind of later learned that she was trying to exert power over me. And as we would later find out through years, this is the only thing she likes to exert power over others. And that's where she gets off. That's why she's into this stuff. That's what keeps her going. I didn't know that at the time. She seemed like a very nice girl that wanted an opportunity and took a lot of advantage of the content she made on Shop from the Point. Now continue with the video.
Okay.
Being fat after making fun of fellow fatty tipster. This led to everybody calling Rico fat repetitively. And instead of going to the gym so that people would stop calling him fat, he took a permanent break from the show. And to get revenge on Tommy, for some
reason... None of that's true.
Yeah.
None of that. He did not take it permanent. He was already kicked off. He was with Illuminati. He wasn't kicked off for bad behavior. He was kicked off for lack of contribution, which is not like a sin, or even something that can't get you back. He was kicked off for, at that time, it's not like that anymore. You couldn't. I just want to make that 100% clear.
And let's be quite honest, it's not that hard to come up with one or two or even three stories a week. I mean, for crying out loud, it's, I've got...
Like, if you made the effort, let's say you did the same one as somebody else. If I saw you making the effort, you get a pass. It wasn't that strictly followed. It was only followed. It was a lot stricter at that point. But everybody came through or said they couldn't do it. Couldn't or they couldn't do it. That was really it.
Yeah. It's, well, and you know what? Some stories are bigger than others. Some are just stinkers. I mean, but you got to
I didn't care.
So,
I don't care. No, I didn't care if there was stinkers. Sometimes stuff that looks like stinkers on the surface turns out to like blow up later. I just like some of it's just making me aware.
Yeah.
And I can't search when I'm asleep. And they have prime time because they're all in the States.
Sure.
During prime times, and that's all. That's all it ever was.
Yeah.
That's all it ever was.
Just,
then the upside is you made a lot of contacts. You got to be on a show that was semi-professional.
Yeah.
You got experience. Some people took that, became influential, became like an Illuminati, started their own shows. There are plenty of people that used what I gave them because I could never give them money, right? I could never give them currency because the show didn't generate that much money. It basically generates enough money for me to take that and do your own thing on social media, which I thought was kind of a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was a beautiful thing. And her response to this is because somebody, I did go back into my server and I said, "You'll never believe that Illuminati did." She's like demanding I fire Vault. It's just not like that.
No.
And then somebody core started taunting me in Rico's name in donations, right? And I forget exactly what I said, but it was like, "Well, get your dams, like, well, stop being so fat, Rico," or something like that. And that because she had access to my second channel. Yeah. Well, I'll let Mr. Shockmouths
cover it.
I'll let him explain.
Yeah. Reason she stood up for Rico, she waited until Tommy was asleep in his time zone and deleted his videos on his second channel called Get to the Point.
Illuminati deleted some of your news videos and Get to the Point videos. Like, well, how the fuck did you know? And I realized that I spent the entire time bitching about it. I wasn't happy. I wasn't a happy camper. I guess what bothers me the most is the Get to the Point stuff. While it was not a successful project, I loved it. And it really bothers me that I'm never going to get to see those videos again in order, because not only are they drama news videos, we did skits and stuff in between them. They're gone. They're never coming back.
This was while Illuminati...
that was... I know it didn't have like commercial success, but I thought it was some of the best stuff, just entertainment wise, satire
is dead. Satire is dead. Satire is dead. And you know what killed it? I was talking to Matt about it today. Reality TV. The beginning of this death of satire is The Real World in 1990. And that sets the tone for reality shows. Reality shows, even though they're not even close to reality and never were, like either, I don't know, like I don't think most people that watch it think it's 100% real either. But they kind of do expect you to show the persona that you want to present as an adult. Sure. And if you don't, like, you can't do that if you're doing satirical characters, and the people just don't buy into this. How much satire do you see on TV? Nothing.
No,
it's nothing. Like, it's gone. It's literally gone. And then you have the other problem with, you get like no one. I mean, like you take like feminists and woke people and stuff like that, and they're beyond. They're unsatirical. Like, you can't satirize them.
Yeah.
They've done experiments with some of these wackos on campus and like told them, like, made up some woke bullshit. They'll regurgitate it. Like easily. I mean, you can't. So satire is dead, and it's been dead for some time. I didn't realize that. I thought if you're just funny, you'd be good. I thought I am generally upset about that project not working.
Yeah.
And then the other problem was, and I'll talk about this now, the other members of the show, with the exception of John Scream, almost never did what they did. Like, Illuminati has like my current work ethic. Yeah. My work ethic back then was completely different. It was go, 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 and they didn't have it.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised she got 1 million writers. Yeah. I'm not surprised you got 1 million writers quick, because then you don't have to work as hard. I noticed because Matt does a big chunk of my work, and I'll be honest, Matt does most of the work. Yeah. And what I do is I perform. I do Tommy C now. That's the difference between what I used to do. I was a lot more involved, and now I come on, they hand me the mic, and I go. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're essentially, what do they call that? You are the talent. And you've got
that's what happened, and Matt sets up the show, and my repayment for him is what he's able to accomplish with now recording. That's it. That's really what it's come down to, because I lost a lot of it. Now I put a little more effort just before I went on vacation, I'm doing my own videos, and I might even put a video today about the kid that I have more to say about the kid that supposedly stole all the secrets. The military secrets. I have something to say about that. Yeah, but that's just me doing. Yeah. I'm kind of in semi-retirement at this point. Yeah. I need the money. I'm still doing it, but I'm not doing it as seriously because I don't care about. I don't care about age of consent. And that's going to kill my career. Yeah. But go ahead.
So Mitch is in the. Let me pull Mitch in. He's calling.
Yeah, pull Mitch in. Yeah. I'm going to tell him what a dummy he is. Hey, you big dummy! You screwed the whole story up.
Yep. 2 reasons is for any time you say that's incorrect, I get to go. No, actually, Matt Pitt told me that. I just blame
Matt Pitt. Told you Matt Pitt wasn't on the team when any of this happened. Why would you ask him?
Because he knows everything.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
And I guarantee I know Matt Pitt a long time, and I work with him too. And he would say something like this, and you're going to tell the truth right now. You're not allowed to lie, or your kids will be born with cancer. All right? Then he said, I think Tommy said it happened this way. I think it happened that way, and you did what you did, correct?
I honestly wouldn't remember if he said the word think.
He probably did. Remember. I know, Matt. I guaranteed he did. I guaranteed he's like, yes, this is what I heard. This is what I heard. No, Rico was kicked off the team not in any kind of hate. He was kicked because he's worthless and kind of a pain in the ass. You know,
I remember that,
but it wasn't like he was just a pain in the ass that did nothing. And the other thing is, we want to go over that sometime. He told us a story about being involved in a mass shooting, like ducking out, and he did fool us, right? That was kind of his ticket on because he told a really good story. But looking back, the story might be 100% bullshit. You know, and the only reason we haven't brought it back up is because like Rico's laid low. You know, and I'm not big on doing stories on people that are not at least publicly known spurgs or influencers. At least you have to at least be a spurg for me to do so. And I think Rico's retired from being a complete idiot online.
Well, I haven't heard anything about him since he left Shop from the Point.
Well, he went to her. And I don't know what happened after that. He went to her. That's the truth. He was with her at that point, right? And here was another thing. I had no problem with Rico either at that point. But apparently, like he went on and started crying about me after this. You know, I bet he made no money with her. And the other weird thing he used to do, because he used to have access to, I guess, flights. And he hooked up Dave a couple of times, so that was his move on chicks. Fly out to Florida. Fly out to Florida. You know, that kind of was his move. You know, it's like you get up to Florida, this guy flies out, he's this big fat ass.
They know he was fat?
He had flat, so he was husky, right? I think the pictures he sent us were like when he's 19 or 20. And he was like, I don't know, like fat as big pussy in The Sopranos, you know? That's how big he was, you know? Yeah. And I say this as a fat man myself. Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm not sitting there trying to act like, you know, get healthy. I'm not, you know, but it was, he was a constant liar. And he was pretty good at it because as you guys know, I'm pretty good at sniffing this shit out. I did not sniff her shit out, and I did not sniff his shit out. And I noticed, you know, in the 5 percentile or 2 percentile when I do get a guess wrong, you know, Augie and Bobax will bring that up. Either one of these two people up, you know, or I forget what else. But they definitely got past my censors for sure, 100%.
So I just got a donation from JFA. Says that SFTP Discord is down. Clown's fault. Hi, Tommy.
Well, it's not down. It's just not what you call it anymore. A big jerk off. It's not down. He's such an asshole.
JFA is JFA. He's our. Yes. I don't know. He's like that. Yeah. He's our special little cousin we keep around at the family reunions. So
put him in the attic.
Yeah, but I remember when all this stuff happened. Yeah, there was a video you guys had gotten a hold of the big gathering out in Vegas where it had Rico there, and Real Talk was just kind of just shitting all over him, like, Rico, you fat. I mean, I remember all that. I don't, back in the day.
By the way, Real Talk wasn't skinny either.
Yeah.
You listen, not even towards the end when he died, he was fat too.
Yeah.
You know, and I can say that because that's the kind of friends we were.
Yeah.
I like he he wasn't skinny either, so it's not like Real Talk could dish it out and not take it either. You know.
Yeah.
And the other thing I think I remember, he seemed to be hiding behind this sounds so weird,
like a bed or something, wasn't he?
They called me up. It was a little awkward for me. I mean, I appreciate it. They wanted to thank me because everything they had going on is probably through me, blah, blah, blah. You know, and their friendships and what have you, which pretty much ended that week, which is also funny. So they came up with a Skype call or something to thank me, which is nice. It was really awkward for me, though. Yeah. I didn't need that. And that's when, like Walt was there. I was like, Jesus, Rico, you're so fat.
Oh, anyway.
And then she came to threaten me when it didn't work, and I kind of goofed on her or him.
Yeah.
Because I think she came and was like, okay, no more jokes about Rico. And I was like, I'm not promising that.
Yeah.
No. That's never going to happen. So that's pretty much happened. That's how you know Shockmouse doesn't know anything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's finish watching this. Yeah,
this bad video.
All right, here we go.
Illuminati was a lot smaller than she is today. Today she has over 1 million YouTube subscribers. So this attack on Tommy went a little unnoticed outside of the commentary community, and Illuminati was unscathed. Until today, after almost 5 years, she has made an oopsie on the broader stage after she claimed she had her work plagiarized. She kicked off by saying, oh, not Legal Eagle. Oh, and for context, Legal Eagle appears to be a lawyer, claims to be YouTube's lawyer. Lawyer or not, I would not be messing with someone who has the word lawyer in their profile.
When I need to.
Not Legal Eagle editors broaching my editors to take my video style, and when they didn't give up the info, they literally copied it. And by the way, I have the messages from my editors and found an email from them too. Just changed the color from purple to blue, huh? Interesting. So I went through my emails and found this. It outright saying, yeah, I'm going to do this. She also posted evidence of them going to her Discord to try and find out how to do the style. So basically, they liked her style and wanted to know how to edit like that.
And she owns that style. She literally owns the graphic on my kid's notebook. You know? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's really, she owns that style. You know, it's so funny. There may be more to this. I'm going to give you the exclusive.
Yeah.
There may be more to this, and I have to check when people start waking up in the States. Then I even know I got a warning about 4 or 5 months ago that something was brewing for Illuminati. I have to touch base with some people to see if this was potentially it. The information that I got is there's a future disaster. This seems sort of organic, so it might not be the same thing. Or what I'm thinking is this is coincidentally the same thing. There was just a coincidence here. Here's another thing I can tell you, and I have to also touch base on this because my memory. I'm gonna have to I might have to touch base with Nick. Illuminati had come to me, and I don't remember. She seemed to be very, very upset with a creator called r/, and if you remember, that's what Illuminati got famous for.
Yeah,
was her r/ content. And there was another one that's coming up against her. Well, I don't remember what it was, but she claimed that it was something like stealing from her or something like that. I gotta check, and we're gonna go after r/. Now, being the friend I was, yeah, I'll back you up. And then Nick was new at the time, and he said he'd back her up. That he would back her up on this. And as time went on, and I'm not ready to release these details yet, but I will. Her story got wackier and wackier and more, and me and Nick noticed this, and more conspiratorial towards this creator r/. And it got to the point where it kind of sounded like a Rico being in a mass shooting in Las Vegas. It got that bad. But and before I think my sensors started going off, she ended the whole thing. we were going to go on offense against r/, which would have been a huge mistake as it turned out, and I forget why. I think because Illuminati like made a bunch of stuff up to us. The other thing is, I remember I was in a meeting with Illuminati and Nick, and I said to her, and she was like that we were going to go on offense and point some of this stuff out, and she kept on saying she was afraid of her family being doxxed and telling me all this crazy stuff was happening, that somebody had doxxed her. I don't know if it was r/. I don't think it was r/. I forget it was, and that she was afraid to go any further. And I said, well, here's the thing. We either kill this right now or we go further, but you always have a chance of something bad happening to you. And then she goes, then I want to stop. And that was the end of it. And the next time I would hear from her would be this incident.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. And that was the first time me and Nick were suspicious of her. And then like, I remember Verse was there for some of the conversations we had about going on offense to this creator. And he was like, you guys are idiots. You're stupid. This is her just not being able to deal with getting like this guy. Cause the r/ thing was just like, it was a boon. She said she got on Twitter Versus before Bobax did, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
She really she struck gold, and good for her. A lot of other people struck. I'm not. If you notice, I never down her for what she's done ever, as far as like maintaining a career online and really the ability to change. That's before I found out she's probably plagiarizing everything. But you never heard me. I just said she did me dirty by deleting videos that were not her property.
Yeah.
And they were not her property. She said they were. The assets were made by Vega and paid for by me.
Yeah.
The only thing that she ever contributed was that character that was a break, which was a break for her as far as getting noticed by people. And that was provided by me and my generosity, and her green screen, which she never ironed, and you could see the wrinkles in sometime.
Yeah.
I think the reason she did that and maybe even started this fight is to go in there and kill Sarah J. Warren, the character she's playing, because she planned to pander to the left. And when she did, she joked of the left. And this is to show you that most of these people are like online. They don't have any politics. Like none of them have any beliefs. They don't believe in anything. And we saw that with Gamergate, how many people just kind of like were pro-Trump and then were anti-Trump. And, how always have the same sort of excuses. He changed or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what happened here. I think she was trying to cover her tracks. But yeah, she used to make fun of the SJW types for sure. And with me, and deleted my property. She had access to it. There's nothing I could do about it. But yeah, she deleted my property. She was provided those assets. She owned none of them. I did. Go ahead.
She then provides two examples. So this ripped paper and this ripped paper. Ripped paper now belongs to Illuminati. You ever watched a kids show where the style is like, those kids shows where they rip
is
paper
owned by
with little
Illuminati.
drawings? That belongs to Illuminati now. Example B is highlighted text tilted at an angle. But
John Swan owns that. But John Swan owns that.
Yeah, shit. I've used torn text like in my thumbnails and stuff, or torn paper and stuff like in thumbnails and stuff. It's not.
She was
really
always
out
just
there.
like,
yeah.
It's so funny. Like when I didn't realize, and I didn't put her on the hand. She wanted to be YouTube famous at all costs.
Yeah.
When she got it, everybody was out to get her.
Yeah.
Everybody was out to get her.
Yeah.
And she's also, I always talk about those people that promise me stuff and they never, like, I'm big now because of you and I'm going to push out your name from the high. She never did it. She's one of them too.
Yeah.
The thing about these two examples is you can purchase these templates from like any video.
Of course,
like,
style isn't copyrightable. You can't, what do they call it? What's the word? Plagiarize style?
No.
You plagiarize words and sentences and music. Because you also could account for it. Like, style is subjective.
Or
like that means the first guy to play a rock and roll tune, every guy after that owns the first guy. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
I think Sugar Hill Gang was the first rap group. Does that mean everybody else is ripping them off ever since? Come on. You know?
Almost like claiming an accent. No one else is allowed to use the New Jersey accent or the Australian
Yeah,
accent.
look, imagine owning that. or the Australian accent.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry. I'm the first guy that that had the New South Wales accent. Like, get the fuck out. No way.
Yeah. Got a $5.
I was watching The Walking Dead, one of the Fear the Walking Dead today, and then this guy got excited and he said bulls, and I'm like, wait a minute, this guy's supposed to be like a Southern guy, or a guy who lives a rural life. I looked him up. I was right, Newark, New Jersey. This actor, I knew immediately he was from where I was from. I own that. He should give me money. You know?
Yeah.
Or maybe I owe him.
Got a $5 tip here from Trippy Savage. Says Rammstein does the best live shows. Change my mind. Okay, I don't know.
Rock and Roll Wives, my band. They're a band. They're a rock band from Germany.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that has like the different costumes and shit they wear or whatever? Is that?
Dude, they set themselves on fire and shit. Okay. It's pretty insane what they do. It's a big part of their act is the spectacle of their live show. And they're open about that. They're like, I don't know. They kind of like walk to the door of being Nazi. They're not. They're far left, but they walk to the door. They walk to the door of. They give people that have like German stereotypes or have these weird conceptions about Germans. They act like those stereotypes on purpose.
Okay.
To like being like really stiff and unhumorous and dark and creepy.
That's what you're talking about, Tommy. We are very humorous people here in Germany.
Well, Rammstein takes those stereotypes and like beyond embraces them. They take those stereotypes and tell you, yes, they're true. You know.
What's up, you old motherfuckers? I'm like, this is an old show today. I might as well pop in real quick.
What are you talking about? I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah, but you speak old, Mitch.
You're not older than me. You're not older than me.
Who?
I said I'm the what?
You're not older than me. What year are you born?
I said I was the youngest one here.
He said he was the youngest one here.
I thought the oldest one.
I'm starting to think you're the oldest one here, there, fucking people.
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
No, the oldest one here belongs to me. I think I have that in spades. So.
Yeah, I apologize for calling you the old man. That was just in good fun.
Yeah.
Peepaw's got a decade on everybody.
How come the youngest guy screwed up the story so bad? I don't know. And blame Matt. And blame Matt.
That's ableism, isn't it? Isn't that ableism? Blaming a one-legged man? Yeah. Come on.
At its finest. Hey, the best part is he can't.
Dave, what was your experience with Illuminati? I don't know. Like, what contact did you have with her?
So she was on the show for a little while. We were friendly. Nothing bad ever happened between her and I until she started deleting your shit. But no, she never said anything negative about me. I've never said anything negative about her. Some of the people that she ran with that I was kind of friendly with, they completely vamoosed. Other than that, I haven't heard shit fucking hide or hair from this woman in a long time. So I'm going to cover this tonight just because it sounds funny. She claimed that someone stole shit from her.
Well, yeah. Actually, play the rest of the video for Dave. I think that's probably the best way to get around.
Tell me,
I never get preheated.
Have you seen it, Tommy? Or is it you watching this for the first time?
Yes.
Oh, you've
I've
seen
it.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
All right, here we go.
The copier has used a different color. Every single crime show or crime documentary on Netflix now belongs to Illuminati. That is her style, and you're not allowed to copy it. And to be honest, I wouldn't have believed any of this was trying to replicate my videos if not for the email and Discord stuff that was done preemptive to their video coming out. Like, talk about, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but just make it a little different. Leon Lush comes in and says, both examples, all I'm seeing is some incredibly common in editing styles and techniques that have been around for thousands of videos. Not sure why you're trying to make this a thing. Honestly, example B made me laugh. If you've ever watched a documentary in your life and you've seen this exact edit, and you're using it as an example of someone copying you, with the slam dunk,
hey, pause,
comes H-Bomber guy.
Yeah.
That's it. She's done. It's over.
Yeah.
Leon, look, man, if Leon Lush is taking time out of his fucking Mimi day to talk you off a fucking ledge there.
And we know Leon. Like, he's kind of been drama repellent. When actually me and Peepaw had drama with Leon.
Honestly, he's a more successful more talented than me, Tommy. The way
we had trouble. We had a real problem with Leon, and I approached him for it, and then he got a hold of himself, and corrected the issue. You know, he got a hold of himself, and he corrected the whole thing. He's not an idiot.
No, Leon is about as
should have been a warning. How much you want to bet that she had a fit? How dare he? I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Leon's about as normal as it comes when it comes to that mindset of
one of the
type of stuff.
One of the very
very fucking
few.
Yeah, listen,
that should have been
class too. So he said it perfectly. I mean, how can you say it any better than that? You know?
Yeah, it wasn't rude or anything. I guarantee you, she didn't take it that way.
By the way, can we just say for a second, Leon Lush is a charming, handsome fucking man, isn't he? Good God,
charming, handsome, talented.
Fuck, he's got it all in spades.
And he's pretty down to earth because I mean, he still talks to me on Twitter DMs and stuff. So you know, And I'm nobody, and and he still takes his time and will talk to me occasionally. So
you're somebody, people. You're the copious producer. Fucking have some respect for yourself. If not for yourself, for fucking me. Jesus Christ.
Well, people. But I mean, I'm not some million sub YouTuber or whatever. What I'm saying is,
hey, a year ago you drew 5. Today you draw 55. Fucking take the dub.
Okay,
I do get
whatever.
the feeling that. I do get the feeling that like Leon had good parents that raised him right and not to be an idiot.
Yes.
You know?
I believe that would be a factual statement.
Yeah, I think he's just not like. Let's like when you're raised correctly and you're not like mentally insane, you could deal with situations like criticism. Yeah. You know, when you're insane, when you're insane, you can't. Or you can't heed a warning when you're insane. You know.
No. Yeah, you can't really. Luckily, they can stop at fucking stop signs. It's terrible.
Yeah, but here's the other thing too. Like, if this is all it is, this is just a day story, though. I'm hearing maybe this isn't a day. There might be more to this. I'll find out soon enough. So this might not be it for her. Because I got to be honest with you guys, unless what's her face sues her, the story's dead.
Yeah,
well, sure.
For some of them,
we've seen.
For somebody,
that's why I uploaded it today.
Yeah. You got to jump on everybody. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm wondering if this is where it ends. I'm not sure. I'm saying that like I'm not sure. I'm not saying like I know something I don't.
Well, this part of the story, yes, but really depends on the reaction. This is how.
If there is something, that's why I got to make some phone calls, and I'm hoping people start waking up in the States soon because I really want to find out myself.
If she reacts publicly, this part of the story definitely dies.
She won't. She's smart enough to do not to do that. What she'll do, she'll be a girl about it. She'll do passive aggressively if she does. But if there's
that's
more,
where the Leon Lush thing is interesting to me, Tommy. That's where the Leon Lush, because she's not going to get away with that with him. Like she can get away with that with others.
She has the clout to go after. She has the clout capital to go after him.
She might decide that he's the right target, though. You know, I'm
that'll blow up in her face.
Oh, I know. She might think that he's normal enough that she can reason with him. I can almost feel that trap being set.
Well, she's got to know that. She's got to know that everybody on our side of the fence has been salivating on her screwing up. I mean, it was never like with us. It was never a matter of it was when. It was never if, it's when. And it's happened a couple times. Like, people don't realize, like, it's happened a couple times. She's gotten in ridiculous, arrogant fights over people ripping her off in the past. I did a video on it in February of 2021. This is not new for her.
The whole rip-off conversation here, that it irritates the fuck out of me.
The thing is, she will file claims and stuff like that. She will come after you. She will. She's litigious.
You and I have known and talked to people how this works from the fucking beginning. To do this, to have some sort of footing, you find something that you like and you make that version your own and you bring it to the platform. That's what you do. That you get inspired by shit and you bring it forward. It's not ripping anyone off. This whole conversation.
That's not how she. Well, I mean, she knows
that. Crazy.
Too.
She's
nuts, and she knows that too because she's been a part of this. She's been on our side of the fence. She knows how the system works, but. When she got a certain amount of control, boy,
power, man,
just salivating with power. That's pretty funny.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely once again.
I agree.
Yeah.
So is that it? Was everything you want to know, or?
People, what else you got?
Yeah.
Did you fall asleep?
Yeah,
me.
I fell asleep. Around coffee. No, nice. Like I say, I was around for all this originally back in the day, you know, when she screwed Tommy the way she did, and I'm no one to call anyone fat, but you know, if you are aware, you know what I'm saying, don't run and hide from it.
Did you just call her fat?
Well, I don't know.
Did a Southern man just call a fucking woman fat?
Well, she's a fat head.
No, I think he was calling Rico fat.
Oh, Rico is fat.
I thought you were calling Rico fat.
Yeah, but Illuminati's kind of got a fat head. I mean, it's full of mush, and I agree. If she goes after Leon, I don't think she's quite in that caliber as far as intellect, and I think Leon will eat her alive. She's just not that smart. Yeah, she's just not that smart.
She's not going. She's not going after. She's not.
We can hope. We can hope.
She's gonna grow up. Well, I mean, Leon, first of all, wouldn't do anything back to her. His fans would more than likely take care.
He wouldn't have to.
He really wouldn't have to. No. If that's only if she went back at him overboard, and she doesn't really have a history of doing it. She has a history of crying to her mods about stuff like that and making passive aggressive comments on a backup Twitter. Or Twitter sock accounts and stuff like that. She's not aggressive like that.
No.
She's only aggressive. She's only aggressive when she thinks she could win. Like I forget her name, Silly Happy Thoughts. The YouTuber I did the stream on. Yeah. On her. That she had done a similar story, and then Illuminati ran around saying she was plagiarizing her. And then when you do the legwork, you find out she wasn't plagiarizing at all. If anything, it was the other way around. And then she tapped out. I covered the story. Strangely enough, I still get a lot of comments about Illuminati, probably more so than any one of my old streams. The last stream I did on Illuminati has 33,000.
Where's she at?
Unusual.
Where did she end up going?
1.5 million.
She hit a fucking milli. Jesus.
Yeah. Because she
did her stuff.
She got on the YouTube. When she gets on the actual YouTube algorithmic trends, and that's because she learned that from hitting the r/trend. Yeah. Like I'm stupid. I'm always trying to do a show. Right. Good YouTubers adapt.
Yep.
You know,
you and I just want to do fucking shows. Yep.
Yeah, that's all we ever want to do was a show or have a show of our own. Yeah, was a show of our own and what have you, and make money.
It's amazing how mindsets are, and we've never fucking wavered from that, isn't that? Fucking
because
weird?
The thing is, in order to waver, I don't think you can be like kind of true, like that. You know, as we're talking about like the reality show shit before, that it's not real. But I think like and that kind of satire is dead. I do believe that. I think it's just dead across the board. You can't be, to me, that kind of sort of sincere YouTuber if you're constantly switching trends. You can clickbait, you can go through some minor trends in your thumbnails and stuff like that, sort of like what I'm doing now.
You can hit 10,000 subscribers at 10 years. You can do these things. You can have the minor
you can do the minor stuff, but the big stuff, the stuff that's going to make you the big money is you can't. Then you just got to be a total.
If you don't go viral, you're fucked. Yeah.
The type of thing that's what she is. If she's not viral, she's fucked. Yep. Right. Every day is. Whereas I'll take the money I can get. Right. You know, if she's not viral, she's fucked. You know, that's the way she looks at it. You know, I'm not looking to go viral. I like the small audience I have. It'd be nice if it was bigger for sure, but I think I'll live with what I got.
Aren't you retiring? You're retiring, aren't you?
Yes,
why not the sunset again? Did you find another job again?
I'm retiring.
Are you going to find your smile, Shawn Michaels?
I'm in semi-retirement right now.
Semi-retirement? You playing golf?
No.
Oh. Well, that's not retirement.
I'm like a soccer. I retired and became a soccer mom.
Nice.
Yes.
You got the hair?
Yeah, I got the hair too.
Good job, AJ Styles.
That's what I did. I became a soccer mom.
So that kid's gonna fucking get in something, so that's good.
So are we gonna have a Tommy C show today, Tommy?
I'm thinking probably. I think we're gonna do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Get that man to 700 subs, Tommy. Put out a fucking tweet. He's 10 away.
Oh, actually, the person that has my money wants to give me money. Hold on, I got to check on that. All right, guys, I gotta go. Okay. It's money related. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you're sitting on your thumbs in the chat, help out Peepaw. He's 10 subs away from 700. Get him there.
Yeah, we're climbing. We're getting there. I don't know. I made a deal. If I get to 1,000 before the 1st of July, I would shave my head on stream. And now that's kind of actually in the realm of possibility, and I'm a little bit concerned. So
You're gonna look good. I say lean into it.
Lean into it. I'll be
Lean
kingpin, right? Just big bald.
All I'm gonna say is start fucking losing weight now. I'm gonna fucking wear you out. If you're fat and bald, buddy, you're so fucked. Get on a treadmill, people. Start fucking do something, because I'm coming after you.
Well, I've started. We've got one of those what do you call those exercise bikes, and I've started riding that damn thing again. And so yeah, I'm still doing it. It's just there's good days and there's bad days, and yesterday was a bad day. So. Anyway, so do we want to continue watching this, or do we want to just encourage people to go watch Mitch's video?
Well, Mitch's video. I'm gonna pop off.
I love Tommy.
You guys handle however you guys want.
Oh, see you, Dave.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna pop off 8 tonight, 7 possibly.
Okay.
Peapod, fucking get what you can get. Don't worry. I don't need you to build everything, you sack of shit. Do as much as you can, though, because I am pretty useless. All fucking co-hosts, welcome to the Copious Kingdom of the Night. Bring your questions, bring your shit. It's Friday, and I'm feeling fucking frisky. We're gonna fuck. So be there, be rectangled. Mitch, you keep that fucking pussy frosty, okay, buddy? I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you later, Dave. All right, Mitch. So here's the thing. I don't want to rob views of you. I kind of got Matt kind of got a little ill with me the other day. I think it was lightheartedly, but he had some valid points. I probably shouldn't have live reacted to y'all's podcast that you guys did the other day, the same day of like that.
What did he say?
Well, okay, so you guys put out that podcast covering the ride from hell, right? Yeah. And so I decided to do a after dark show, which is something I don't ever do, and did like a live reaction to the stream or to that podcast or whatever. And I probably should have waited because it was like the day that you guys dropped the video, so I probably should have held off a little bit. I don't think I robbed you guys like a substantial amount of views, but anyway, you've gotten 47 views. So here's the deal, guys. Let me see here. Let me get the link on this thing. Copy. I don't think I'm gonna watch any more of your video because I don't want to.
Oh, that's okay.
Nah, it's not cool.
No, man. I don't mind. I mean, you don't have to. Like, if you want to.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to control your stream, but my philosophy is, there's 56 people watching right now. Yeah. Maybe some haven't seen my channel before. By showing the video, that might encourage them to go subscribe. Doesn't matter if they don't watch the video. Like, you're bringing it to more people.
Peapod, stop wobbing us of content. Stop wobbing us of content. Peapod, you can't be showing our videos on stream.
D-Max?
Stop wobbing us of fucking content.
Stop reviewing the content. You dumb fuck. No, I'm just fucking with him.
Max, I swear to God, he's something else. He's ethereal. He just pops up like out of the wall somewhere.
Has he got permissions to just jump in?
Yeah, he does. So he doesn't abuse
I love
it too
Tommy.
often. So yeah,
I love Tommy, but I was relieved when he left because I was like, cool. He's not going to be able to say how much is wrong and incorrect.
Well, I was around back then, and I wasn't part of this inner circle or anything like that, but I do remember everything that happened. And here's the thing. You saying that he was removed or whatever, that's a minor to me. That's a minor thing.
I didn't say he was removed. I said he took a permanent break, which he did.
Okay, yeah, he took a permanent break.
He did. He went on a break and he never came back.
He never came back. To me, that's a minor point, and I don't, I think, so it is. I wouldn't get too bent out of shape, but everything else that you about that story, which you didn't go a whole lot in depth into that period of time, you hit the biggest thing, which was the fact that she came in and she deleted Tommy's content because she was under this false narrative because she was in the videos. She had the right to do so. She did not.
No, she didn't have the right. She had the ability. Yeah. So the in-depth thing, that's going to be on Now Recording.
Yeah.
See, this style of video that I'm trying here is more of like, something breaks, put a video together, get it out there, like tipster and quartering and what have you. So I was just trying that out, and I've wanted to do that for a long time. And the reason why I've taken so long is because I'm terrified that, it's inevitable. There will be a day where I get something fucking wrong, and I don't like being wrong. And I'm wrong a lot.
So, well, here's the thing, Mitch, because I get shit wrong too, right? And that's the thing when you as the way I look at it like this, on a story like this, at the end of the day, if you get a thing here or there wrong, it's not the end of the world, right? But
yeah,
if you're
with live streaming and you're live reacting, you can be wrong. It's like, oh, I was live, it was in the moment. But with something that's pre-recorded and stuff, it's like you've got time to think about it and research it. So if you're wrong in a pre-recorded thing, it's way more of a bigger deal than a live stream.
All right, so let me come at it a little bit different thing, right? As long as you're not covering like end of the world or even stuff like, for example, like a lot of these guys get these videos out real quick, and it's always about some sort of horrific interaction between a couple of people, right? That involves the dreaded grooming or sexual escapades or things like that.
I never want to touch that shit. Holy Jesus.
Right. So as long as you're not doing something like that and get something like that horribly wrong, you're cool. Because the bottom line is if you get some little nuance or you get some little thing, as long as it's like not like a major pillar argument that you're making, but you're just saying like, I tell you, it's not a big deal. Or at least it isn't to me. You just put out a tweet, or in your next video, you say, hey, listen, I got this wrong. I need to correct it. Or maybe even put in a pinned comment underneath the video saying, hey, correction on this one, da-da-da-da-da. It's not the end of the world. I wouldn't sweat that stuff, man. Because trust me, there's a lot of people that make content that edited videos like this that get shit wrong, and they never, ever, ever correct it. They never, ever put any type of update. They don't put a comment underneath there where people say, oh, okay, he got this wrong. Yeah. Or she got this wrong, or whatever the scenario is there. So, dude, I wouldn't sweat it. And I like this format. I like this. One of the things, conversations that Max and I have been having, of course, we keep harking back to the quote, the golden age, right, of this community, like in the 15, 16, 17 era. Back then you had people like Keem that was putting out these drama alerts almost every day about this person screwing up or that person screwing up or this, that, whatever else, right? You had Scarce, which was a little bit more tamed down, a little bit more dry in his presentation, not really entertaining, just factual. And we're like, we really don't have that anymore. We don't have somebody that's putting out a show or whatever necessarily every day that's bringing a lot of this stuff to light. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, I don't think, like the major creators, the major content people. If that happens, great, fine, cover, whatever, right? But if it's just smaller, spurgy type stuff, and you feel like cover it, bring it to light, and more of a daily type thing. So I think if you can get into the routine and you can do something like this and make it where it's like a 6 to 10 minute little video, dude, do it. And, if you get a mistake here and there, don't sweat it. Just go back and, put a little pinned comment underneath there or something saying, hey, I got this one little thing wrong, correct the record, and go on and don't sweat the rest of it, dude. That's what I would do. So, but don't, bottom line, Mitch, is don't be afraid to take a risk, man. I mean, for crying out loud, look at me. I am not your typical YouTube drama creator as far as covering crap. I'm a 55-year-old man that probably really should not even be watching or engaging in this shit, but I do because I find it interesting and fascinating. So just take that, man. And you're talented as hell, dude. You really are. I mean, you got
Sorry, I just saw D-Max in the chat. Mitch being afraid is like 80% of this his bit. I was gonna say, do you realize that I'm the one on now recording that's always paranoid?
Why?
I don't know. And this is exactly why, I don't know if you know the backstory, some of my early viewers know, I tried for the police last year. It took 10 months. I got right to the end of the psych. Like, I passed the exam, passed the fitness test, got to the psych interview, and they didn't give a reason why, but like, I can tell by what they spent a lot of time talking about is that, okay, that must have been what they had a problem with. And it was that it came up in the personality quiz that I worry about what other people think about me.
Yeah.
And they were like, why? And I just couldn't give them an answer. And I was like, oh, I just want to be a good person. And they're like, but why? And I'm like, oh, because it's the right thing to do. And they're like, but why? I'm like, fuck, shut the fuck up, let's move on.
Yeah.
And I failed because of that.
Yeah. Well, with a cop, I mean, one of the I would think, I'm not a police officer or whatever, but I would think they would want somebody that is going to be able to make a decision quickly, make the right decision, and have no, they're not going to second guess themselves. Second guessing could get you or your partner in trouble, so it's kind of like that old, it's better to have to ask for forgiveness than permission, type thing. But I'll just say this, I think you're extremely talented. I think, this is obvious. I don't know how long it takes you to make a video like this with the animated little character there that you do and what have you. I would imagine you could probably have those what they call it, those assets kind of going. Then you just kind of put the different little pictures here and there inside your little frame.
Are you talking about the one that's in this video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a loop that Kat made.
Yeah.
So once I got the template set up, the editing, so then I can use that template for future videos. The edit after that point only took less than an hour.
Yeah. So see, I mean, and so I would think you would be able to crank out little videos like this, and could be exactly what this community needs. I mean, you've got a pleasant enough voice, and even though you do descend from criminals, we'll let you have a pass on that. But I like you. I like your content. I like your creativity. Just do it, man. It wasn't Shia LaBeouf says, just do it, man. Just do it. So
do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Before you end, did I tell you the funny story? I don't know if I told it on your stream last time. The funny story when I gave my mum my television and I set it up for this big TV, and she'd never had a smart TV, and I had to test. I showed her the YouTube function, and I put on a YouTube video to show her, like, this is YouTube.
Yeah.
I put on one of your streams.
Oh boy.
One of your replays. And keep in mind, this woman has never ever seen a live stream in her life. She's only watched television. Yeah. And she kind of froze and went, "Who is that man? Is that man watching us right now? Is he watching us?" I'm like, no, he's not watching. This is a repeat. This is a replay, and he can't see us. Like, she'd never seen the camera like in picture before like that.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Well, I think you probably could have picked something else besides my ugly mug to expose her to, but that's pretty cool.
That's my test of choice.
Yeah, thanks. So. Yeah, people is always watching. Yeah, squatching. I do keep my eye on people out there and what they're doing and stuff. So, but listen, guys, 100%. I've got to get off and get to work. But listen, once again, here's the link to Mitch's video. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you're subscribed to his YouTube channel. And just for the record, if you have questions about how to set up a trailer for your YouTube channel, go to Mitch. Don't come to me because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because I don't do that mess. So
that was funny. I was getting messages like, "You're in trouble with people," and I'm like, "What'd I
do?" No, I'm just like I was. I was sitting. I was. We were in the Discord that night after Dave's stream, and Matt's like, "Hey, I got a question, Riv." I was like, "Okay." He starts asking me. I'm like, I don't know. I said, "I've never really done it." I said, "I know you can go in here to the." And you have to set up the layout of your channel, whatever. But I didn't know that until, and then I went incognito. And then I said, "Yeah, I see it now," because of course I was, subscribed to your channel and everything. I
think it's hilarious. He didn't come back to me.
Yeah. So
he was like, "Oh, Mitch don't know what he's fucking doing."
Oh, it tells you. Okay, so Leanna reminded me. Yeah, I need to give the. So this Sunday, we've got Eva and oh God. See, now I'm in trouble because you asked me on the spot and I'm not ready. So I'm on embarrass myself here. Let's see here. Yeah, so this Sunday it's Eva and Seth. We'll be live at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Eva will be going first. Seth will follow up. They'll have like 30 minutes to present their story. Week after that is Abby and Badwick, and then the week after that, Rylan and Gigi. So anyway, I am thoroughly excited about this, and I can't wait to get some new co-hosts in here on Clear as Mud and get some new blood and get some different perspectives, different stories. I think it's going to spice up the podcast a little bit, rather than having my old man takes on things and Banana's ADHD autistic spaz fest that he has. So I'm really looking forward to that, and we've got some awesome contestants, and it's going to be a thing. All right, JFA, real quick, I gotta get out of here. What's going on, JFA?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what do you want, JFA?
Oh, well, sorry. I know you got to go, Ribby, but breaking news just happened.
Okay.
Tommy C's Discord is down.
It's down, huh?
Oh, no, it's not.
And we suspect it's Clown's error.
You think so?
Tommy
It's not down.
on him. Well, no, you
It's
shouldn't
not down.
trust him because he never uploads. It's down. Yeah. Mitch
I
is
just
lying. I don't
posted
know why.
it. It's not fucking down.
It's not.
You
down.
posted on your own Discord. Jeez.
No, I posted it in his. Get the fuck out.
Well, no, Mitch, you should care. You should care what I have to say. Remember, you said so.
What?
On that, you should care what I have to say. You said so yourself on that test. But listen, subscribe to Shock Mouths. So far, I haven't regretted it yet, but you should give it a shot.
Yes.
And get Peapod to 1,000 subscribers, or else.
Or
we'll
else.
deliver pizzas to your house. Yeah, or else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip 2 people, and I'm just gonna cheer for Abby Blackbird for co-host of Clear as Mud.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, she has a good chance.
We want another hour. We want another hour.
I'm sorry.
You can't take it from she.
I can't give you another hour today, guys. I'm sorry. So, anyway, but
30 minutes.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. JFA, as always, thank you for your support too, sir.
Absolutely. Later.
Later. Okay. What is this crap? Get off of here. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything new out there that you guys need to be checking out as far as do the rundown here real quick? Let me get out of here. Get that off the screen. Okay. Let's see here. Subscriptions. Here we go. Here's Shock Mouse. Make sure you go out there and check it out. Go give it a watch. It's only 6 minutes, guys. Real quick, you can give it a view, listen to it. We watched about half of it this morning. Fribbles, yeah, there's a new Fribbles out that dropped yesterday as well over on Toxic Pip-Up's channel. Amber Alerts are funny. I'm not for sure. I haven't watched that yet. Like I said, I went to bed early last night. Was not feeling well. Broadcast. They got a new episode out as well. Kevin Drake Bell, VTubers in Danger, and D'Angelo Wallace is mad at Sunny V2. You'll see, Broadcast, like I said, got a new one out. Let's see, whatever here. What else is there? There's this thing here. Video game graphics have become too real. I've seen some clips on this and stuff about this new game. It's over in it's in Steam. I think you can what do you call it? Pre-buy it or whatever. But it's on the Unreal Engine 5 and it looks unreal. The quality on it. if they continue developing it, it could be something really wild. Looks like Leah something has got some stuff coming up. She's got a lot of stuff scheduled out here. You heard Dave. We're going to have he's going to be locked and loaded for this evening. He's fired up. He's ready to go over this stuff with Illuminati. Tommy C says we're going to get a show today too. Let's cross our fingers on that. He's back from vacation. So excited for that. So like I say, go check these things out. Check out, subscribe to Mitch Shockmouse YouTube channel if you haven't. Let's see, I think, is he at, let me see right quick. Yeah, he's at 1,000 subs. Good for him. Good for him. But if you haven't subbed to him, get him subbed. And he makes good content. He really does. Check out that video he just dropped on Illuminati. I think that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you tonight on Dave's stream. Should be around 8 o'clock. I think he said maybe 7. Keep an eye on his Twitter, my Twitter. And I will see you tonight. So remember, guys, keep your powder dry and look for me in the funny papers.